So hello everybody, it's very nice to see you all again in a new video, and tonight we are looking at Hyliion stock once again, which is now HYLN stock. The merger has actually gone through and now it is HYLN stock. Okay, so last night we covered why the stock is falling, and obviously that's the reasoning behind it. But if you want to know if this is or is not important into the future, I'm going to be going over, in my opinion, whether it is or is not important. So I would recommend that you watch all the way through to the end, because there's loads of information which I will be sharing with you guys. I think you will enjoy it. By the way, if you do enjoy it, feel free to share this and let me know by leaving a like on the video and also pressing the subscribe button, the little red one. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could share this with your friends, family, loved ones, colleagues, anybody who might find this channel informative and useful in investing in stocks, as I make videos on it every single day, please do share it with them. I think that they will enjoy it as well. So yeah, the more people who this video reaches, the more people I can help, because the more YouTube recommends my informational videos to other people. So yeah, of course, I am no stock analyst or financial advisor. I am just somebody with an opinion on the internet, and I'm going to be going off what has happened in the past, what we are going to be seeing in the future, to basically make an informed decision on what might happen on the Hyliion stock price in the next few weeks, months, and years. Okay, so let's just have a look at what has been happening in the past. So what we talked about last night, as the stock has been selling off a lot recently, is the fact that the stock has basically been, well, going down. The stock has been going down quite a bit. We saw highs of around, I believe it was a complete high of $41, perhaps a little bit higher than that. Okay, no, $41 I believe was our high point. Actually, we're over $50 up here, but recently we have seen highs of quite high. $53 was our most recent high, let's say. $55 was our overall time high, and honestly, in my opinion even, it looked like we were going to a new high. Obviously the merger going through, and this was all good signs for the company. But we need to consider a few things with this company and why it has gone down. So of course, if you want to know why the stock has sold off, I made a complete video on it last night. I decided to make these two separate videos on whether you should buy it and why it has gone down, because that way I can make the videos as short and useful as possible. Another thing which I'd like to say, we've actually got a Discord now. If you know what Discord is, I will hopefully leave a link to our Discord in the comments section or the description of this video, because Discord is a way we can all chat about stocks which we like in our own community, because by leaving them in the YouTube comment section, it's quite awkward for us all to respond to them and things get missed. By having our own chat room, it can make it a lot more convenient. So I'm not 100% sure what we're doing with that yet, but the link should be in the description by the time the video comes out. Yes, the stock has been going down recently, getting back to the topic, sorry about that, and that is, in my opinion, because of the hype of selling off. Of course, a lot of people have taken huge profits from the company. We talked about this last night. If you'd have bought Hyliion stock just over a few months ago, you would be over 100% profit even now, and of course, if you'd have sold off at this high here or this high here, you can imagine the amount of profit that you'd make, over 100%. And bear in mind, a lot of the people holding this stock are institutions and whatnot. And of course, if an institution is making 100% returns on one stock for its investors, it just makes sense to sell off. So of course, a lot of sell-offs due to the hype dying down, the news having come out and whatnot. And this is bad, but we need to look to a more long-term, perspective, in my opinion. So of course, we could easily say, yes, in the next week, it's probably going to go lower. In the next month, it might even go lower. But let's just look out to the next year and the future. So I've brought up a few articles which I'm going to be using to help us make this prediction, and then I'm going to be talking about a price which I would like to see for this stock in the future. So what does Hyliion do, just to skim over it? Of course, you guys already know this, so I'm not really going to go too much into it, but for those of you that aren't 100% sure, Hyliion is basically a company which specialises in electric vehicles, specifically electric trucks. Now, they actually have their own truck called the Hypertruck ERX, which is coming out in 2021 or even 2022. But what they are doing right now is they make powertrains. So basically, if you have an existing petrol or diesel truck, you can convert this truck to being an electric Hyliion truck. And this is not something which a lot of, competitors are offering. I think this is something which sets the company apart from a lot of other companies, because by making these parts universal, you can fit them into any existing truck, which means that the potential customer base of this company has already skyrocketed, because now it's not only in the market for people who are looking for a brand new truck, it's also in the market for people who are looking for a truck that's cheaper, but also more efficient, and of course that's where an electric truck might come in, and with this conversion kit, it's just very convenient for the customer. So I think that this stock will actually skyrocket into the future weeks, months, and years, and I think this is going to become especially true in the upcoming years I mean, yes, in the months to come and potentially even the weeks, but the years is when this one will really come into place. Now, I don't know what country you live in. A lot of you guys are actually from America, fair enough. But in the United Kingdom and even the most of Europe, I think that we have a rule coming into place, a regulation for 2030, which is banning the sale of petrol and diesel cars. So let's just go to our country, England or the United Kingdom. We can see most car sales in this country are still petrol, followed by diesel, but all these cars are going to be electric. So what does this mean? We can look at Norway to see how this one's going to work. This means that all companies will need to convert their vehicles to electric in the future. So eventually petrol and diesel will be phased out, and this is where companies like Hyliion will come in useful, because like I said, it's cheaper to convert your truck that's already an existing truck into an electric truck by the Hyliion powertrain. Great thing to have on your consumer line, because you can offer a new product without having to necessarily go out and buy a new truck. I think that this is going to be one of the reasons why the stock will take off, because when we're looking at all these electric companies, electric cars, electric trucks, we have to specifically look at what is going to separate this company from the others. What makes this company special? Of course, they have their electric truck coming out. I think their electric truck also has quite a high, range or rating for pulling, so you can pull a lot heavier things with it. But what really sets this one apart, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, like I said, is the fact that you can retrofit other trucks. So I think this is really going to set the company apart. So let's talk about a price prediction, which I would personally like to see. So yes, looking into the coming weeks, days, months and years. Let's look at the days first. So I can see in the next few days the stock even going down a little bit further. I'm sorry to say that. It could possibly even go up. The sell-off should be over soon, and I can see the stock start to go up soon. But I think when it does start to go up, we'll see more of a linear and more stable path upwards, because let's not lie, the stock has exploded in growth in the past 6 months. I think this can't necessarily continue forever. I mean, it can, just look at Tesla, but I think that this one is probably going to slow down. I can see this stock being worth over $100 in the upcoming years, however, because of, like I said, just the useful technology. And as this company grows, of course, they have not really been on the market for too long. People have been buying this stock under the name of SHLL stock before the merger happened, but now that it is technically even public, this is when we are going to see some major growth for the company, as people will be directly investing in Hyliion stock. So I decided to make this one as short as possible. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do leave a like. Please share it with your friends and family, and please check out the Discord server. I think you will enjoy it. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.